We're live.
We're back.
Just kidding. We're still here.
We're back. And the reason why we're back is because...
Well, first of all, introduce yourself. Just kind of give it a minute.
Step up.
Step up.
Introduce yourself. I'm Lorraine. I've lost over 50 pounds, and I'm a Pisces.
What are you doing, child?
Hi, welcome to The Downsized. We're Lorraine and Christopher Durham. We're the channel that talks about GLP-1 medications. I have some news direct from Mochi Health that I wanted to share with you guys.
We weren't kidding.
Kidding.
Like, subscribe, and hit the bell because we might be back.
I went downstairs to take my phone call that I had at 5. I looked at my email and I had an answer from my Mochi rep. So I wanted to immediately come back on. I hope people don't think that this is a... Anyway, Mindy's here and Andriana is here. So I will go ahead and read the information.
And lo and behold, it's remarkably similar to what I guessed.
Well, we don't have
business.
It's right.
It's business. We guessed.
Here's the message from Dr. Myra, who is the CEO of Mochi Health. We're getting in touch to let you know that patients with prescriptions fulfilled by Aequita Pharmacy will now be fulfilled by another licensed and accredited pharmacy. All prescriptions have been rerouted, and we do not expect any delays to shipments. We are committed to continuing to provide access to personalized compounded medications as determined by your medical provider. Please feel free to reach out to your provider directly for any questions about your prescription. Our care team is also available by phone 24/7 at 619-648-1247. That's the Mochi 24/7 hotline. On March 11th, Aequita informed us that they voluntarily stopped operations to fulfill requests from the Pharmacy Quality Assurance Commission, a division of the Washington Department of Health. On March 12th, the PQAC, Pharmacy Quality Assurance Commission, issued a non-disciplinary action to Aequita Pharmacy. We consider it a good thing that the PQAC takes steps to regularly guarantee a high standard of quality in the compounding pharmacy space. There were no direct issues with the quality or safety of any medications shipped or produced. That's key right there, right? We are reassured that their primary concerns were related to reporting structures and other operational matters. Mochi Health is committed to providing you with the highest quality, safest medications. We apologize for any inconvenience. If you have any questions, please contact our customer service team 24/7 at 619-648-1247 or via the portal message. Thank you. So what this email means that I just got from Mochi Health says they were well aware that Aequita Pharmacy, they shut themselves down on March 11th. There's been no issue with the quality, with the medications. No direct issues with the quality or safety of any medications shipped or produced. The patients with prescriptions usually fulfilled by Aequita Pharmacy will now be fulfilled by another licensed and accredited pharmacy. So if you're a Mochi Health patient who recently placed an order, like me, just placed one yesterday, don't worry. You'll get your medication from another licensed and accredited pharmacy. If you've got some medication in your refrigerator right now from Aequita Pharmacy, Mochi says don't worry. There were no issues with the safety or quality of those medications. So I hope that this puts everyone's mind at rest, and we'll
keep telling you what we know. If things change, as you see, we just pop right back on. And
this email came to me today, Friday, March 14th at 4:43 p.m. So
literally while we were on the last live.
Yeah. If I'd have been checking my emails on the live, then we would have known sooner. But I wanted to come right back on and let you guys know exactly what Mochi said about the situation. So basically, your medicine is going to now come from a different pharmacy, and there were no issues with the quality or safety from any for any medication you may have from Aequita Pharmacy in your refrigerator at home or en route. There might be some en route, but probably very little, I would think.
And I would honestly assume basically the only pharmacy that was shipping the pretty blue box and the pretty blue canister was Aequita. So if you're getting it from one of the other pharmacies, I would be shocked if it comes in the blue canister.
Yeah, so like I just ordered a 3-month refill, right? So I probably won't get another blue thermos. Well, darn, I think I have 8 of them, so no big deal. But I'm glad to know that it will come from another accredited compounding pharmacy.
Yep.
That ships to my state. Right?
Oh, let's see. Mindy says, hey. Andriana says, that was quick. No kidding.
Yeah, I went downstairs, saw the email. I said, Christopher, we have to go live again. He's like, wow.
Which that's the first time she's ever said that. So. Usually she's like, live, do we have to? Yeah, that was quick.
I don't mind lives once we get into it. Yeah, so we got some information from the Mochi people. I've got the email. Dr. Myra says everything's fine. You could get your medication from another pharmacy. There's no issues with the medication you may have received from Aequita. So we're good. Then from within, hi. Just for me, that was quick. Thanks for the update. When news breaks, we fix it.
It's the challenge of news right now is, and I try to, my goal is to never be the first. It doesn't matter to me being the best informed or I don't know. I want to sit back, look at everything that's going on and make sure we're telling you guys the best version that we can, because, it's all about trust. It's all about believing in what we're saying. And if we don't have the information, then we can't be correct.
Wait, Val M says we're waiting to get medication from Mochi. Was shipped 3/5 and still hasn't arrived. What's today? 3/15? Today the 15th?
Today's the 14th.
14th. Val, there's a couple things that you can do. You can call their 24/7 customer service number and they will investigate for you. You can send a message through the portal asking where your medication is. They say it can take up to 14 business days. Okay, so it hasn't been quite 14 business days, but I would definitely call and check on that. You should have a tracking number by now. You need to know what's happening. So I would definitely call and check on that. Jennifer Donahue, they sound like they're on it. They are on it. I mean, Dr. Myra, I have faith in Dr. Myra. Glad to hear there are no concerns with quality or safety of the compound. Exactly. That was the big question, right? Black Squirrel, I have a 7-month supply. I'll be taking as planned. You go, Black Squirrel. I'll be interested to see what pharmacy Lorraine's meds come from. Yeah, me too. So, but I don't have a tracking number yet. So
we'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, I'll be glad to share that. Oh, so Blue, thanks for the update. You're welcome. Difficult Nerd. Hey, James. Greetings, Durhams and community. James is in Australia, where it's already tomorrow. GLP-1 Journey in Review. Thanks for the update. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Sandra Brown says there was an update from Mochi posted in their Facebook group as well. I'm still banned.
I'm sure it was the same thing. I was talking to Allie from Fit Flavor Fun. She is also banned from that group.
Yeah. All the cool people apparently got banned from that group. My medication arrived as you were ending your first live, and it was from the pharmacy that had been shut down. Should I be concerned? Should I not? This is what I'll read you directly off the email that I got about 15 minutes ago. There were no direct issues with the quality or safety of any medications shipped or produced. We are reassured that their primary concerns were related to reporting structures and other operational matters. So they are saying, Mochi is saying not to be concerned. There's no issues with the quality or safety of the medications that you may have received.
Dave Knapp's texting me.
Oh, what's Dave Knapp saying?
I don't know. We'll see. You want him to come on? We can get him on.
I don't know. And letting us know the news. And no matter how uncomfortable at times things may seem, that you're still there when people put themselves out to give you the point of view of those right. Well, and we're taking the medicine too, right? So I want to know what's happening. I want you to know what I know.
We want you to be safe. We want to be safe first and foremost.
I've got this medicine in my fridge too. So I'm glad to know that this medicine is safe, and that they're just going to switch to another pharmacy for now. So that's basically what's happening.
Dave wants to chat about Mochi stuff.
That's great. Gives me a method of being comfortable and secure. Yeah, me too, for sure. Val M says, yes, we messaged them to ask. There is a tracking number, but it doesn't track after Tennessee. And that's all the way across from Arizona. Means. Are you in Arizona? Yeah, so if it's Federal Express, sometimes the medicine goes to Memphis, where's their hub, and then it goes to other places in the country. I would take, it might have gotten lost. FedEx or whoever's shipping it might have lost it. Ask the Mochi rep to track it. Maybe you can call FedEx and track it. Sometimes these things happen. So I'd start running that down. Sorry about that. That's a bummer. That is a bummer. Let's see what James says. James says, Saturday, 8:25 a.m. I'm having coffee. I need to shower and shave and go meet some friends for brunch. All right, James. James, somebody commented on your interviews the other day. We did 2 interviews with James. You can go check them out. They want to know how you're doing. We need to
say hello, Dave. Say hello. Dave's like, you're live. What are you doing?
Currently live.
Yeah, we are currently live.
Okay, why don't you go talk
I'll talk to you talk to them. I'll talk to Dave.
I tell you, these GLP-1 people are crazy. Yeah, so James, we need to do an update. Send me an email to Lorraine, LARAINE, @thedownsize.org for James to do an update, or if you'd like to talk to me about your weight loss journey, we do a series called The Downsize Dish. I'd love to talk to you and hear your story. Okay. Thank you very much. You're welcome. This one says, hi, this is kind of scary, especially since I got so sick with the first dose I took with them. Are you the one who overdosed by mistake when they didn't label your medication? I think you are. And I remember. So if you receive medication that does not have dosage instructions on the medication, on the little plastic zippy bag, on the vial somewhere, do not take the medication until you call the place where you got it from. In this case, Mochi. So don't try to figure out the dose yourself. You can easily overdose yourself. Every pharmacy mixes these things up differently. So if you're coming from another pharmacy, or maybe you took 100 units before, maybe it's 50 units now, or vice versa. You have to have dosage instructions on your vial, and you have to follow those. And if you overdose yourself, you will get sick. Val says, yes, Arizona FedEx. Yeah, sounds like they lost it, Val. Call Mochi with that information and let them know, or send a message through the portal. If it gets lost and it rolls around and it arrives to you and it's not cold, I'm sure they will do something for you. Angie Newman says, he's like my husband. Girl, I hate it for you then. Okay, Val M says, thank you, Lorraine. You're welcome, Val. Difficult Nerd says, we'll email and we'll do one update. Yay, James. Okay. Miss Serrano 1. They did reissue my 3-month supply that was not labeled. That's good. I was told they were going to refund my money. I've yet to receive the refund. It's been 2 weeks. Hopefully they will do the right thing and refund. Keep messaging them. Keep emailing them. Just forward that email where they said they were going to do it, and just keep reminding them, because the squeaky wheel gets the grease. And sometimes, people forget things, and we just have to follow up. A lot of times it falls on us, the customer, to follow up. And sometimes that sucks, but that's what you got to do. So hang in there. Cece says, Lorena, I'm curious how you can order so frequently and have the bud dates work for you. It seems like your stockpile would be massive by now. The brand name lasts longer, but Mochi is limited. So the first time I got a 3-month supply, it had a 6-month out bud date. Then I got a 1-month supply, and that had a 9-month out bud date. So with longer out bud dates, they will stay in my refrigerator unpunctured for longer. Your results may vary. We also have some Zepbound pens. We also have a couple boxes of these here and there that Christopher has taken, and they have longer out bud dates. They have this one. This one is a used up pen. It has a bud date of October 12th, 2025. And we probably received this in 2023. We started in September of 2023. Christopher and I did. We both started together. We both started on compounded. He decided that he had some other comorbidities, sleep apnea, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. He went to his doctor. His doctor's like, let me just write you a prescription. So Christopher did start on Mounjaro. And then when Zepbound came out, we moved to Zepbound. So, of course, the compounded is cheaper. So we've just kind of been working that in where we can. Joined a little late. This is both for tirzepatide and semaglutide from Aequita. Yeah, so I'll just read this again for anybody who's just now joining us. Dr. Myra just made an announcement. I got an email today, Friday, March 14th at 4:43 p.m. Feel free to share this, is what it says at the top. We're getting in touch to let you know that patients with prescriptions fulfilled by Aequita Pharmacy will now be fulfilled by another licensed and accredited pharmacy. All prescriptions have been rerouted, and we do not expect any delays to shipments. We are committed to continuing to provide access to personalized compounded medications as determined by your medical provider. Please feel free to reach out to your provider directly for any questions about your prescription. Our care team is also available by phone 24/7 at 619-648-1247. On March 11th, Aequita informed us that they voluntarily stopped operations to fulfill requests from the Pharmacy Quality Assurance Commission, or PQAC, a division of the Washington Department of Health. On March 12th, the PQAC issued a non-disciplinary action to Aequita Pharmacy. We consider it a good thing that the PQAC takes steps to regularly guarantee a high standard of quality in the compounding pharmacy space. There were no direct issues with the quality or safety of any medications shipped or produced. That's the part we were worried about, right? We are reassured that their primary concerns were related to reporting structures and other operational matters. Mochi Health is committed to providing you with the highest quality, safest medications. We apologize for any inconvenience. If you have any questions, please contact our customer service team 24/7 at 619-648-1247 or via our portal message. So there you have it. Aequita is stopped for the moment. Mochi will reroute your prescriptions to other licensed providers, whether it be for compounded tirzepatide or compounded semaglutide. Personally, I'm team tirzepatide, but we know we have a lot of semaglutide friends out there too. I was going to say something and it left my brain. Okay, Michael Dietz. My wife just tried to order a 3-month supply and they denied her. All right, so did you call? You might have to call. Okay, because when they first came out with the 3-month, my hair's doing something weird over there. When they first came out with the 3-month, it was very hard to plug it in online and select online because basically I had to cancel my 1-month membership fee and go to and pay for a 3-month membership fee, and they credited you if you had partial or blah, blah, or whatever. So you might be able to call. You're only able to get 1 month. Yeah, I had to call because I couldn't figure it out, right? Me with the technology on the YouTube. So, and I'm, Mochi spokesperson, use my code and save $40 off. So sometimes you just have to call and speak to a person. If that's what they did and they denied you, do you live in California? Because California, people in California were only able to get 1 month at a time. So maybe call is my answer to that. I'm sorry you had that problem. Angie Newman says, how many months supply do you have in your fridge? Why does everybody want to know that? I'm going to order a 9-month supply. I don't think Mochi currently offers a 9-month supply. I think they offer 6, unless I didn't notice the other day when I ordered. How many months do I have in my fridge? I probably have at least 3. But you know what? I have a lot of medicine in my fridge because I'm on it. Christopher's on it. 2 of my daughters are on it. So it's kind of just like it's all lined up in there. Don't tell anybody about my daughters. Anna Hoover says, hi, Chris and Lorraine. Hi, Anna Hoover. Thank you for always commenting on our videos. I appreciate you. Jazzy. Hey, Jazzy. Hello. Anna says, that's great, Lorraine. Thanks, Anna. Michael Dietz says she messaged them. They told her that 3 to 6 months orders for maintenance only. No, that's I'd call. I've never been told that, and I don't think I'm in there as a maintenance patient. I don't even know how they would. I don't know how they differentiate that. I would call. Maybe you'll get a different person that'll tell you something different. Sorry about that. Colorado. Maybe you get Red Rock in Colorado. I don't know. I don't know about that. So, I don't know. My kid fell off. When I was popping off the little plastic piece. Oh, the lid. Oh, the whole lid came off? So like, all right, here's a vial. And see the little piece you inject through came off? This whole thing came off? How did you do that? Like, you have to get a tool to get those off. Like, people, the whole thing came off. Should I still use it or call Mochi? Call them. I don't know what they'll say, because if this whole thing is off, then air is getting to it. And the whole point of this little self-sealing top thing is that it'll stay good in the for 28 days. So if this is off, I don't know what that means. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a pharmacist. I would call them. Eunice, I'm sorry. Thank you. Lid, yeah, I figured it out. Yeah. Michael Dietz says, okay, I'm not sure why they would tell her that. Yeah, I've never heard anybody say that, Michael. I don't know why. I'm sorry. Yes, the silver thing came off. This whole thing. So I've seen people say the whole silver thing came off. Some people said, you see how there's like a little tiny drop of medicine in the bottom of this? You probably can't see. People always say, how do I get those last little drops out? Well, there's a tool you can order on Amazon to pop this off because it's very hard. If it came off that easily, I would question the integrity of the whole vial. I would tell them that you want a replacement vial, Eunice. But yeah, there's a tool on Amazon. You can pop this off to get out the last little bits of the medicine. So if the silver thing came off that easily, that's a problem. Wonky Donkey 555, thanks for being a member. It looks like they do not have the custom doses at the moment. Could this well, I think Aequita Pharmacy was the only pharmacy doing those custom doses. The 2.2, the 4.4, the 8.8, the 16.6. Oh, that's a problem.
What?
That's a problem.
Well, I think what Mel B said was she had heard that Red Rock was going to do custom doses as well.
Oh, and maybe
so we'll have to see how it plays out.
Maybe that's why. The kid came loose when my daughter's first month that arrived. The lid came. Oh, really? People are saying that the 2 people have now said that their whole lid came off when they popped off the little top piece.
Oh, that's weird.
That's concerning. Lid. What? I guess that darn you, autocorrect. Yeah, difficult nerd. If the silver thing came off, do not use the vial. It is unsealed, and thus you must assume it's compromised. Okay.
Allie's on there somewhere. Say hello, Allie.
Yeah, if this silver ring comes off, call the Mochi hotline immediately. Let me give you the phone number. I have it on this email from Mochi. It's 619-648-1247. Tell them your ring came off and you need a replacement. Thanks, James, for that. Howendale lids never popped off, but I think they are shut down now. I got Howendale in the beginning, loved them. Yeah, they were great.
Are you sure the whole thing came off? Because
That's what she said. And then Michael Dietz said that one came off of his daughter's too.
Michael, send me a picture of it. I'd love to see that if you've got it. I'm just curious. I would love to see it.
Well, you don't believe him?
No, I believe you, but I would like to see it.
Andriana says, I have shattered my vials with the tool that get that last bit off. Oh no, don't hurt yourself.
You shouldn't have to use a tool to get it off. If you turn them upside down and inject air into your syringe and then pull your syringe almost till it's out, you can draw every bit of it out.
He's really good at that. Mine did too. Oh my gosh. And I just got it. I already used it. What do I do?
You move on and don't worry about it.
I would call them and not use any more of it. That's what I would do. I've just never heard that before. You're welcome, Eunice. I'll do that right now. Okay. JM says, thanks for being a member. Inquiring minds want to know, have you had injection site reactions? If so, any tips? I've got a little bruise on my stomach from my last shot. Sometimes it leaves a little bruise, but not like hives or anything. I've been giving them weekly since 5 milligrams. These alcohol pads before and after rotate sites.
I have had it like once or twice where I had just some red around it, but nothing significant.
Yeah, I would ask you're welcome, Michael. I would ask your provider about that, because we're not doctors. But I have seen people use Benadryl cream for, if you get like redness or something. If you get like a severe reaction, call, or any reaction, call, because, you want to know what's happening. I cleaned my needles with an alcohol swab.
Your needles should be sterile.
Do not touch anything to that needle. No, Eunice. Danger. No. No. The instructions are you wipe your skin with the alcohol swab. You wipe the top. Where's the vial? You wipe the top of the vial with the other side of that alcohol swab or a different one. And then you just take your needle. You take the lid off. This one's been used. You draw out the units, you push it into the vial, you push air into the vial, and then you pull out your dose. I'm going to put this up before I hurt myself. But no, nothing should touch that needle except when it injects into your skin. Don't reuse needles. Do not reuse needles. I had someone ask me that. A friend of mine said, what if I wipe off the needle really good? Can I use it again? No, absolutely not. The end. Next. Sorry. It's important, y'all. I can't wrap my head around how to use the air and syringe, but we'll definitely have to work harder to learn.
What you're you're just going to draw it out, right? So you just draw out and it'll draw air into the syringe. You inject this into the piece.
Yeah, he's putting the needle in,
right?
And then you push the air.
And what this air does is there's no medicine in this one.
Yeah,
it will pressurize the vial, and then you're going to pull it out.
And then you pull
till it's almost out,
very slowly.
And then you withdraw it, and you should be able to get all that medicine out.
Yeah. So you know how I don't know how old you are. I don't think you're as old as me. But remember when juice and like fruit punch came in those big cans and you had to use those church keys, they call them church keys. And if you just made one hole, it didn't pour out because no air was going in. So you had to poke one hole and then another hole for the air. I don't know what you're saying, darling. And then with the air coming in, it let the juice come out. It's the same principle with pushing air into the vial and then pulling it out. It lets the medicine come back out.
So Pamela Ryan, can you give us the update again? So I'm not sure where you came in on the first live or the second live. So we were on live about 15 minutes ago. Essentially, Mochi's partner pharmacy, Aequita, out of Washington, D.C. The ones are not Washington, D.C., Washington State.
Can I just read the paper?
Well, let me do the setup. Out of Washington State, got a stop order from the state regulators to stop making and shipping compounding.
Remember that?
And they've got to come back with some plans to fix some things that the regulators called out. At that point, we had not heard anything from Mochi. We have since heard something from Mochi, and Lorraine has that. Why don't you read that, Lorraine?
All right. So I got an email from Mochi today, Friday, March 14th at 4:43 p.m. Dr. Myra made this announcement. She said, feel free to share this. We're getting in touch to let you know that patients with prescriptions fulfilled by Aequita Pharmacy will now be fulfilled by another licensed and accredited pharmacy. All prescriptions have been rerouted. We do not expect any delays to shipments. We are committed to continuing to provide access to personalized, compounded medications as determined by your medical provider. please feel free to reach out to your provider directly for any questions about your prescription. You can call them on the 24/7 number at 619-648-1247. On March 11th, so that was a few days ago, Aequita informed us that they voluntarily stopped operations to fulfill requests from the Pharmacy Quality Assurance Commission, or the PQAC, which is a division of the Washington State Department of Health. On March 12th, the PQAC issued a non-disciplinary action to Aequita Pharmacy. We consider it a good thing that the PQAC takes steps to regularly guarantee a high standard of quality in the compounding pharmacy space. There were no direct issues with the quality or safety of any medications shipped or produced. No issues. We are reassured that their primary concerns were related to reporting structures and other operational matters. Mochi Health is committed to providing you with the highest quality, safest medications. We apologize for any inconvenience. If you have any questions, please contact our customer service team 24/7 at 619-648-1247 or via portal message.
So yes, Mochi still is in business.
Of course.
They're essentially redirecting all prescriptions to their other pharmacies that they use. Aequita will have to go back and bring a plan to Washington State's regulators, and they'll have to work on fixing that. There were no safety issues with any of the medications that have been shipped, right? So we're kind of there. Let's see here.
Hi, guys. It's really difficult to know if I should titrate up after 2 weeks. It's not time yet after 2 weeks. I have to.
Oh, no, that's not. Keep reading.
Oh, I have to figure it out because it takes up to 14 business days to receive. Yeah. It is difficult to know after 2 weeks. That's a good point.
And honestly, you'll be fine because you must be just starting, because once you get some medicine, just basically give yourself, and each vial has a little bit of extra medicine in it anyway. So if you needed to draw whatever dose you're all out from the next dose, it wouldn't matter.
That's not even what I'm thinking. I'm trying to think, if I was starting over right now today, what would I do? When we started initially, we started with a different provider, and they sent us 3 vials each, a 2.5, a 5, and a 7.5. We didn't know that you could stay on a dose if the dose is working. So my advice to you would actually be just to stay on the low dose for another month. Go ahead and just do a second month of the low dose, and then give yourself time to see if it's working. Ask your doctor, ask your provider, go in. If you're with Mochi, you can go in, you can make an appointment with the online provider anytime, as many times as you want, as many questions as you want, and talk about it with them and see what they say. I would veer on the side of the lower dose, because the lower dose might work for you. So why would you want to go up?
Yeah,
that's what I would say. But I'm not a doctor. But that's what I would do if I was starting over today. Oh, and I wanted to tell you guys, as long as we're all here, all 167 of y'all, I had an appointment with the nutritionist, with the Mochi nutritionist yesterday morning. It was at 7:30 in the morning. I got connected to her, very easy process. And it was really more like a coaching session. It lasted, we just got to talking, go figure. And it lasted about 30 minutes. I think they're really supposed to last about 15 minutes. And she was asking me, how much I exercised, what I ate for my past couple of meals. We talked about maybe, adding some more protein, adding some more vegetables, adding a fruit, just kind of trying to round out that whole nutrition. So if you haven't made an appointment, and I took a bunch of notes, and they're downstairs. Maybe I'll do a whole nother post on that.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, we'll do a whole nother post. But if you haven't made an appointment with the Mochi nutritionist, it's included in your membership fee. So you might as well take advantage of that and have someone talk to you one-on-one, and talk to them honestly about what you're eating and how much exercise you do. They don't care. They just want to help you. Okay. So if all you do is walk your dog, or you don't exercise at all, just tell them. Pamela says, awesome. Thanks for calming the fears that we might have had. Once again, you two are great. Thanks. Taisha. Hey, Taisha. Nice to see you. Dion P. Just joined and reread comments. Is Mochi doing 3 to 6 month orders? Yeah, Michael Dietz said that, but I've not heard that. I just reordered yesterday, and
So what we don't know.
I don't know how this pharmacy change is going to.
Yeah, we just don't know the answer to that. So Aequita was doing the 3 and 6 months orders, and they had done all of the quality testing and so forth on them. So I don't know what pharmacies they're pushing these prescriptions to, and what they've done. So it remains.
There's no specific dose for maintenance. That's something you have to figure out, hopefully, with your provider. And just by the time you get to maintenance, you just kind of have to see what dose kind of just keeps you maintaining your weight, not gaining weight, not losing weight. Oh, but I know what you mean. If like you order 6 months, like what amount do you order? I have my appointment with the nutritionist on Wednesday night. Cool. Oh, she had it, and she was so helpful. Sent me information, told me to reach out, talk to me about suggestions with my supplements, ideas for meals. Yeah. Wasn't that, it was good, right? I'm like, why haven't I done this sooner? And Dr. Myra, who's the CEO of Mochi, says that patients who utilize the service of their nutritionist can lose up to 40% more weight. Nobody told me that at the beginning. I would have been setting those up at the beginning if somebody had told me that. So I'm telling you now, so go set it up. Tabitha says, just check my account and it shows it's dropped down to the 12.5 milligram and nothing added, just straight tirzepatide. My status changed to needs approval.
Well, so what is, and I'm speculating. I'm not Mochi. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a pharmacist. But what happened is Aequita was the only one selling those specialized doses. So they're moving you back over to the equivalent similar dose. And that's actually a different prescription. So the prescriber will have to write a new prescription for that different dosage. Again, not a doctor, not Mochi.
I'm signing into my, that makes sense. So it might take a minute for my doctor to, my Mochi doctor to approve it. It says refill pending. It doesn't really say much.
So Angie says, I thought I heard the Mochi owner say they have therapists say that. So in the interview, they do say that. And it all is part of their Wellness Plus program. So if you submit your insurance information, basically you can be covered for therapists, and they have therapists on staff, and it won't cost you anything, but it's dependent on your insurance as well. Dion P says, I think Lilly Direct considered Zepbound 12.5 and 15 maintenance doses. I don't know, but that's what I've heard. Have fact checked that.
I'm on the 8.8 milligram.
So in the research, well, there's two sets of research. In the original research, they were considering basically 15 milligrams and I think 5 milligrams maintenance doses, but it's still the same dose. But the research that's currently being run, which is called Surmount Maintain, they are essentially testing people on doses on the highest dose they obtained. So in Lorraine's instance, it would be 12.5. In mine, it would be 15 milligrams, and you would stay on that dose for maintenance. They're also testing another cohort at the 5 milligram, and they're testing another cohort at a placebo, which would really suck. So I don't know. We'll see. Maintenance is still a big question. Mel B says,
okay, I got an email from Mochi. It basically says that if you have an order pending, it's going to go through a different licensed and accredited pharmacy, and that there were no direct issues with the quality or safety of any medication shipped or produced. And I've read, you can go back and watch, Mel, but that's basically the gist of it. So not to worry, your if you have medication in your fridge from Mochi, it's safe and effective. And if you have an order pending with Mochi, it will not come from Aequita. It will come from another licensed and state approved compounding pharmacy.
Yep.
Such as myself.
Well, you're not a pharmacy.
No, I don't like my order. I have an order. No, I would not ever try to do that. So,
nope. All right. Are we done?
I don't know. People keep asking me questions. Good. Yes. Good idea. They can give you ideas for protein. The therapist question. if you're interested in they do have therapists. Call the 24/7 number because it's really not on the website. And it's really hard to get to. So I would call 24/7 number and ask them how you do that.
Here, let's do that first.
Oh, thanks, Wonky Donkey. Busy afternoon for you both. Yep. We're here for y'all. But no, we appreciate you. Thank you for being a member and thank you for your super chat. I like to say wonky donkey too. That's fun. If there wasn't an issue with the meds produced and sent out, what was the real issue?
Let me hold on. Let me find it and I'll read it to you.
All right. There's a whole public information that was released.
This is quoting from the Washington State document. The notice of immediate limited stop service alleges that Aequita, which compounds glucagon-like peptide 1, GLP-1, such as semaglutide and tirzepatide, failed to develop and implement a commission-approved plan of correction to correct deficient practices or conditions. They also went into more detail, stating that Aequita allowed untrained and unqualified staff to perform sterile compounding, did not properly supervise staff, and did not adhere to the sterile compounding procedures designed to ensure product integrity and patient safety. That's what the document says. I don't have any more information.
So it sounds like some training issues and
yeah.
Dr. Myra from Mochi says that there's no quality or safety issues with any medications that have been produced by Aequita. So,
and what we say is, and what we will tell all compounding pharmacies is, the microscope is on you. They are looking at you. Follow every rule you have and exceed them. Patient safety should be first and foremost. You don't want somebody to get hurt, and you don't want to be shut down. Follow the rules.
For sure.
Good news for those on compound. Y'all are about. Oh, we just told her what she missed. Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, thanks for being so transparent with us. Did you see my comments earlier?
Did you? I don't know.
I think I talked about them. She was the one who got the vial that wasn't labeled and had an issue with a wrong dosage, I think. It's great y'all hop back on to give us the update. I don't use Mochi or compounded, but I appreciate you both looking out for your followers. Yeah, I mean, I'm not only a follower. I mean, I use this stuff, so I want to know too, right? And I know if I have questions, I know y'all have questions.
Well, and it's funny. And I was talking to Dave Knapp a little while ago. To be clear, while we think Mochi is a good company and compounded tirzepatide is a good option at this point, if Novo Nordisk, if Eli Lilly, the creators of these medications all of a sudden came out and they could give these medications at a great price and ensure they were in stock, okay, I'll do that. That's fine. I don't have any loyalty to anybody. What we want to do is maintain our health, and we need these medications to treat the disease of obesity. Okay, I don't love Lilly. I don't love Mochi. I don't love Novo. I don't love anybody else that's coming along. Mochi. But I do want to be healthy, and I'm happy to pay to be healthy. I'm just not happy and I cannot pay the exorbitant prices. And there's no reason for Americans to have to pay 5-10 times what everybody else in the world has to pay.
Yep. You're welcome, Ada. And thanks for being a member. If you want to be a member of the Downsized family, Club Downsized, hit the join button below after you hit the like button, of course, and the subscribe button, of course. I know y'all have already all done that, right? I'm looking at you.
Well, let's see. How many do we have? Almost 100, 165 people watching, 94 likes.
Oh, y'all don't like it? Do you not like me? You're going to give me a complex. Please click the like button. But yeah, if you want to be a member, click join, and it's just a way to support us further because we do have another business and but we like the GLP-1s too, and we want to tell everybody.
I mean, these medications are life-changing. I don't. People who do not suffer from this disease and who have never experienced these medications do not understand how life-changing these things are. It's and I get it why people will go to extremes to do these. We haven't had to, fortunately, but
my nails are still good. Look, 2 weeks, I'm still going. Look, nails are still good.
Absolutely 100. I'm going back to branded if they could make it affordable for all of us. I mean, sure. Ultimately, we're consumers, right? It's supply and demand and price, and it's economics. I'm a bargain shopper. I'm going where the bargain is. You
Yeah.
better know. Here. What we are here to do is maintain our health. Yes. Thank you, James. I told James he's going to send me an email. We're going to do a follow-up interview.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard
cool.
to keep up. I'm watching on my phone and on my TV. LOL. I was worried. I was glad that they resent my 3-month supply. Now kind of worried a little of taking them. I'm still going to. LOL. I have medicine in my fridge from Aequita. I'm going to take it. You know, I don't have any qualms. Janelle Henry, I can't get customer service on the phone. They probably just got flooded with a million calls.
Yeah.
I would keep calling. Who will supply Georgia residents? I don't
don't
know.
know.
Who will supply North Carolina residents? That's where I am.
Yeah, we don't know.
We'll just have to wait and see.
So Maria 28 says, which is the better GLP-1 to try first? Well, here's the thing. There's 2 questions here. There's one question of what is the GLP-1 that you can get and afford, and there's one question of what's the research. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
To me, the first question is the most important one. So talk to your doctor, run it through your insurance. If you can get Ozempic, Wegovy, semaglutide, or Wegovy, or Mounjaro, Zepbound, tirzepatide, either one of them covered under your insurance
That's the one
for a low price, that is the one to try. Okay, period. They say semaglutide is $25. Absolutely. Lots of people lose weight on semaglutide. Not an issue. If we just set it aside and cost is not an issue, tirzepatide has outperformed semaglutide, and it typically has more weight loss and fewer side effects. That being said, it's more expensive most of the time. So talk to your doctor and see what you can get, but I would try either one.
Yeah, our insurance covers no weight loss medications. So when I first started, I was talking to the provider, the online provider, and I don't know I don't know which one's better. They said, well, tirzepatide has the 2 medicines in it, and the semaglutide has the 1 medicine in it, and tirzepatide is slightly more effective, and it's also more expensive. So those are just some things to keep in mind when you're trying to make that decision. Love y'all both for helping our community with all the updated info. You're welcome. In your experience, how long beyond here we go with the bud date. Can compounded meds still be considered good? I have a decent amount in my refrigerator, but wonder if it's worth buying extra while I can.
So here's the thing. We are not doctors. We are not lawyers. We are not pharmacists. So
I go by the bud date.
Officially, we will tell you go by the bud date.
Yeah. And once you puncture the vial, best practice is to use it within 28 days.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of people talking about it out there.
Mm-hmm.
What I would tell you is make sure you follow your best practices for storage. So make sure your refrigerator is at the proper temperature. I always say put those bottles in something else, a Ziploc bag or a sealed Rubbermaid container. Keep light away from it. Keep air from it. Do everything you can to protect those things.
I put my vial, so the past couple of shipments we've got were from Aequita. I put the vial back in the Mochi Ziploc bag. I put the Ziploc bag in the box, close the box, put the whole box in we have an outside refrigerator. So I just keep it all out there.
Yeah, you want to do the best you can there.
Some people put it in a Tupperware container.
Sorry. I know there's people on Reddit and all kinds of stuff that'll give you opinions on that, and I probably have one.
Our advice is just to follow the best practices, right? Follow the bud dates. I just got a 6-month supply. What should we do? Use it.
Yeah.
I mean, I have.
So the CEO of Mochi says there was no
fridge.
safety issues. It's still good. If you have questions,
call Mochi and ask them. Yeah. But the CEO of Mochi says that it's fine. JM says, I'm fortunate to have my insurance cover it, but if I didn't, I would absolutely use compounded. Yep. Mariella with 1L. Thanks for the update. I'm on my 2nd week with Mochi. Would I be able to order refill? When's the earliest I can do it? I don't see any reason why you couldn't do it right now. Go on the website, put in the refill. I think it takes up to 14 days to get a refill. So I think you're right there Yeah, or go ahead.
And the site will tell you
Mhm.
if it doesn't let you, it might say it's too early. So, but you should be able to at 2 weeks.
Think of it like this: semaglutide is like buying a brand new Hyundai, while tirzepatide is like buying a brand new Toyota. Ooh, baby. Both will get you there. One is more expensive, but one might suit you more. Yeah, I can see that. The tirzepatide might get you there a little bit faster. No, the Hyundai and Toyota are both the same. I don't know. I've only taken tirzepatide. I know lots of people that have taken semaglutide.
Basically, a little more than 50% of users are on semaglutide right
But
now.
if you could afford the thing that worked a little bit better, why wouldn't you get tirzepatide? That's my opinion.
Start with
Ask your doctor.
Yeah, start with what your insurance will cover, and that's a good place because if you can get it free or cheap, that is the right answer, whichever one. I promise you.
Yep. All right. I guess we should.
Are we done for the second time tonight?
We promise.
There's
No more lies.
170 people. Somebody just joined. Hello out there. I'm Christopher Durham. Who are you?
Who's me? Me's who? Me? Who?
Lorraine Durham.
I'm Lorraine Durham.
And there's 116 likes, so thank you very much for joining our second live today. I don't think there will be another live, but you never know.
Y'all like my new jacket? I got it at a resale, at a consignment sale. I'm going to wear it on the cruise. Do we want to tell them about our cruise?
No.
Go to our website at thedownsize.org for lots of other things that we have going on. We're going on a cruise you can come with if you want. We have an Amazon store. We're Amazon affiliates. We make small commissions off those purchases. We have an email list you can sign up for. I think we've sent maybe 2 emails, so don't worry.
I need to send another one.
Yeah, but anyway, like and subscribe. It's cute. Oh, thanks, Taisha.
Hello, Aussie Craig. You're on the other side of the world too, I think.
Oh, you should say hi to Difficult Nerd. You guys are both in Australia. But thanks for being a member.
Oh, Killer Kev just signed in. You want to tell the news?
Oh gosh. Yeah. So I got an email from Mochi Health at 4:40.
Probably need to start with the beginning of the news.
I'm cutting to the chase because we're done here. We've been on for an hour and I'm just going to tell her. Mochi is now, has stopped. What? You read it.
Okay. Essentially what came out yesterday was a note from the Washington state regulators that said that the pharmacy Aequita had been basically stopped from producing, compounding, or distributing compounded semaglutide and tirzepatide, and there were some issues there. As most of you know, we're Mochi users, and Aequita is a partner of Mochi, so we've used Aequita medication all along.
Not all along, but
well, not all along,
for about
but
6
a good portion of the time. So that was a huge concern, and we had not heard anything from Mochi as of the last live we did about an hour ago.
Then I got an email from Mochi.
So we got an email from Mochi, and the email says, Lorraine?
Not to worry. If you have medication on order, and orders for the next foreseeable future will come from a different licensed compounding pharmacy. And if you have medication from Aequita in your refrigerator, there were no direct issues with the quality or safety of any medications shipped or produced. We are reassured their primary concerns were related to reporting structures and operational matters. If you have any questions, call Mochi. They have a 24/7 customer service team, 619-648-1247. Peace out.
So that's us for this evening. It's 6:11 Eastern Standard Time here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I'm going to go get some dinner. All right. We'll see you next time.
Bye. Thanks for watching. Hit like. Bye. Oh, thanks. Somebody just hit like.